Hey everybody, this is Rob from Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Thank you if you came back after watching that hour and uh, 18-minute video of me showing you my white whale um, that I got from eBay today. It came in from the eBay authenticators, and that is my chase card that I've been chasing for the last 17, 18 years out of 2006 Allen Ginter. And so I went through a not brief history of Allen Ginters and 2006 Allen Ginter. And I showed you the blaster. I showed you my sell sheet that I would like to get autographed now. I showed you some new 2023 Allen Ginter cards, just to kind of show you where we've started and where we've ended up. I went through the sell sheet, so if you want to see that, go back and watch that video. I know it's pretty long, but this card was my Mickey Mantle, my 52 Mickey Mantle. And so I showed you the other sell sheet that I have here for 2007. I also showed you the blaster, the original from 2006. And I also still have 3 eBay things to go through, so we're gonna do the second video now. So I just wanted to let you know, and I'm just gonna do a quick recap. I talked a lot about the 2006 Allen Ginter, and there's your original packs for retail, the sell sheet, the blaster with the odds, and I showed, I showed you all, my other autograph card that I got from 2006 out of a blaster way back then, the Clint Barnes. I showed you the box loaders, the postcards, and then I showed some, the original Allen Ginter card from the tobacco company in 1887 that I picked up. And so there's the original Allen Ginter. So I was just kind of trying to show you the journey that Allen Ginter's has gone through from 1887, starting with these cards, which weren't all baseball cards. They were just a few baseball cards, like 9 of them. And then wrestlers and boxers and oarsmen and shooters and billiards and pool players and all that. This one's pretty faded, but I just picked this up in the last few weeks. I probably lost that video, so I'm gonna have to see what I have on my other videos and kind of do not a reshoot, but kind of tell you the stuff that I did get. Maybe just do like, oh, here's the stuff that I had picked up on those videos, but I lost the videos trying to transfer it over to my external hard drive, and give you a basic idea what my other videos were about that were lost. I think I recovered 4 or 5 of them, but I recently picked up an original Allen Ginter. So Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. My name's Rob, and I love Allen Ginter cards. I love mini tobacco cards. I've always loved these old cards. I love anything old, like history and products and, packaging. But I love baseball cards or trading cards, whatever you want to call these. This is the original baseball card set that was mass produced, put in tobacco products to stiffen their packs, and when Allen Ginter came out in 2006, I was hooked, and I just finally received my chase card that I've been chasing for 17, 18 years out of 2006 Allen Ginter. And so I was just kind of showing you 1887, 2006, and where we're at right now in 2023, a week after Allen Ginter came out. And so I'll do a quick recap. So I showed this, I showed the other stuff, And one thing I did forget to show in the last video when I was showing some of the 2006 stuff was a few of the things that I actually had available. So there's some 2023 Andre Dawsons, and here's Andre through the years. Started, he didn't get his first Allen Ginter card until 2013, and he's my personal collection. That's who I chase, and I can't pull this video back any further. So let's see if I can get this aimed right. So anyways, this is my collection of Allen Ginter Andre Dawsons that I've got. 21, 22, Chrome, and 2022 minis. I've got a pretty good rainbow going there. The 2020s is the one that I'm trying to do, a complete Andre Dawson rainbow, minus the 101s. There's the 2022 minis. So I've got a base, Allen Ginter back. I have the Brooklyn back, but that's graded in a slab. A gold, black, Allen Ginter X, and a chrome. So I do need to get like the gold, which was the only other chrome mini that you can get besides the 101. So I will need to get the red and the no number. And they didn't do glow in the dark or any of that, but maybe the cloth mini. There might be a few others that I'm missing, but that's kind of what I'm shooting for. There's 2013 original minis. There's some Allen Ginter X, maybe some overflow, and there's his buddy Tim Raines. They were always best friends. That's 2023 black border of him. They look a lot like the Allen Ginter X. But anyways, real quick, these are the 2006. When I showed you the sell sheet, what Allen Ginter's was going to be, that's what they sent out to hobby shops, that when you got your blasters or your packs or your hobby boxes that came in these wrappers, this showed you all the stuff that you can kind of expect what Allen Ginter's was going to be. And obviously it was a huge hit, because it's still one of their best selling sets, even though a lot of people complain about them having weirdo stuff in it. But that's what the original Allen Ginter's was. And then I did show the original rip card that they also sent out as a promotion with Alex Rodriguez on it, and they all had the mini Mickey Mantle inside. So I showed you that I got an unripped, or ripped where the card's still in it, and the mini loose. And so that's what you got on your sell sheet. There's the original 1887, and they're showing you what the new one's going to look like. And they've continued the tradition till today. M43s and the postcards, which I've got 4 of those. I have this one. And so even though people complain they don't understand, it's people who just don't understand Allen Ginter. It's not a baseball card set per se. It's all kinds of different stuff, and that's what it's always been since 1887. So I like it. I hope it always stays and never goes away. Minis are my favorite, and Danica Patrick for me was the chase that year. And so I have this sell sheet, which is pretty rare as far as I know. I've only seen 1 or 2 others ever online in the last 17 years. I have one. I want her to get her to sign it. And here's some of the other promotions they had. Besides that sell sheet and the rip card, because the original rip card was all Alex Rodriguez, and all of them had a Mickey Mantle inside. I don't know what they're limited to, but those were sent out to shops and stuff to demonstrate to people what a rip card was. And so I have one of the originals. This is the National Collectors Convention. There's a 7-card mini set. So if you can see here, it says the National on there. And I was able to pick up 6 of the 7 because somebody was selling it as a group, but it's missing the Roger Maris card, which other people are trying to sell for like $25 when all these cost less than that for these 6. So these came from the National Collectors Convention or Card Convention, whatever it's called. And so you can only get these at the convention. And that's to demonstrate what Allen Ginter's was going to be all about. So you got your baseball players, and you also have a football player here in Johnny Unitas. But this particular one at the National was in honor of Yankee Stadium and different events that happened there, like Lou Gehrig's farewell speech, and just different things. Don Larson's perfect game. So that was one of the exclusives to a convention for 2006. And then here's the other National Convention cards that you can get in 2006 at the convention, showing what Allen Ginter's was going to be. So I got one of these, and that's the Nolan Ryan. And slide that over, and you can read that if you can see that. So there's the one for the Yankee Stadium honoring thing with the Johnny Unitas, and then there's Nolan Ryan. And if you can see that, it says NCCS or NCC6, sorry. So that's National Convention card number 6 for Allen Ginter. And one of my goals is to try to get all these different kind of cards Allen Ginter has, like stained glass, cards from the National, cards that came only in the NFL back in 2009, Topps NFL at Target, and the Gravity Feeders. They had an Allen Ginter insert set in that you can only get from that. There's some other convention cards. There's a 101 convention card from 2016. And there's a die cut, which I had never seen a die cut before. I got that and an autograph. And then last year, Sam Muse, The Women in the Hobby. It's a National Convention card, so that's different. That's basically the 2022 card of her, but it has a different back. And then, I got some gold borders, which is Hot Box Parallel. It's like a short print version of a Hot Box. They actually had, even rarer than a regular Hot Box, they had these, which these new foiligrees are kind of based off of this glossy stuff. But mostly I wanted to show you these 2006 because I was given a whole history lesson on the 2006. And then real quick, here's some of the beautiful 2023 cards. Just epic design. Corbin Carroll there. Rushman and Henderson. Gunnar Henderson, rookie. Stan Musial's a really good looking card. There's another Corbin Carroll, and there's some of my goofy cards. There's Bender from Futurama, the artist, Kevin Hart, Stone Street, the wiffle ball players, the dude from Rookie of the Year, and then this is last year's funny cards, Famous Rivals, New Jersey versus Everybody, Bush versus Gore, and there's some of the minis. There's the Rookie Design Variant 2023 rookies, and that's based on the 2006 Allen Ginter's, which I was showing, which, of course, the 2006 Allen Ginter's is based on the 1887 cigarette cards, Allen Ginter. There's a wrestler, W.M. Muldoon. There's a retail gold border mini. There's the black border minis. Some other goofy cards about food or other things named Allen, like Allen Ginter. So those cool. These birds, which are cool looking cards, but they're also a goof because they're called Talon Tid. So that's kind of a joke, like, Talon, so talons of a bird, and Tid. So it's like a serious card with a joke angle. And I love that about Allen Ginter. So I'm just 5 or 6 away from having the complete set of those. Those are many exclusives. These 6 are many exclusives to this Allen Ginter binder that you can get 2014. There's the Minty Beans. That's a goofy card, a fake team of old 1800 players. The image is Topps employee at the time. It's even got the string like the old Goodwin cards. And so that's a goofy card. I like their goofy stuff. Then you got the wrestlers. Now this Shawn Michaels was actually in the main set of Allen Ginters. But then you got the wrestling cards that were only in WWE Heritage and not part of the main Allen Ginter set. So I got these minis. You know, these 2007, 2008, 12s. They also have, I believe those are 2007s, 2008s. These came in the 10s, 2008, and then 2021. They did these in WWE Heritage. But anyway, so I forgot to show these 2006s. And so today, my card that I was always chasing is Danica Patrick, 2006. So that was the card that I liked the most. And of course, I love minis the best. So of course, I've got the full-size Danica Patrick, short print, number 305. Just pull out just a tad more. Sorry. Well, you want to read about her? There you go. All right, so I picked this up out of in 2006 when I first bought some packs, and that's the card I wanted. And then I found out, I love the minis, so I did pick up. I was able to pull a mini, but just it's a short print, and of course it's a mini, so it's 1 in 6 cards, or if it's hobby, then it's only 1 in 8 cards that you can even get this. And it's a short print 305, so over 301 is the short print, so even less likely to get that. It's like 1 in 16 packs. And I've never been able to pull black border or an Allen Ginter back. I did see one black border that I was tempted to buy, but I think it had a little ding on the corner, so I was like, I'll wait, and that's disappeared. So of course I want to get the variations of this, which would be the Allen Ginter back, the bazooka back at the time, which is now like the Brooklyn back, printing plate, any of that stuff. The 101 postcard would be the best thing to get, but that's never showed up anywhere. So the chase card for me has always been the mini framed autograph of Danica Patrick, where there was only 100 of those. Then you had the 1-of-1 printing postcard, so there was only 101 autographs for her in the first year, and the postcard's impossible. It's never shown up. And through the years, I tried to chase the card, trying to pull it myself. But even for you people who don't like Allen Ginters and say, oh, it's on the clearance bins and stuff, well, yeah, it might be on the clearance bin for like a year, and maybe you'll see some repack stuff with it for the next year. But after about 5 or 6 years, you just can't get any old Allen Ginter anymore. I can pick up Topps Heritage, Topps this, Topps that, from 20 years ago. Easily. Price probably going to be up on some of that. But you could go and pick up like flagship boxes and Hobby and Bowman and Heritage and Archives from way back then. But you try to find a 2006 Allen Ginter, anything, a blaster is going to cost you $800. A hobby box, $2,000 or $3,000. 2007, obviously every year that you get closer to now, they're going to be a little cheaper, but they're almost impossible to find because people love these things, and usually the first year they might have a lot out there, but then people start to be like, oh, this guy was in that set and that guy was in that, so I need to buy it, and it just disappears. So if you don't like it, a lot of people apparently do, because you can't get it, then you end up buying singles, And at some point, because of that, I knew that I was never gonna be able to get my chase card, which was her mini framed autograph. So I went out and got the 10th anniversary version. So 10 years later, or 10 sets later, they did 10th anniversary. They did 100 more cards of her, 10 of each year that they did Allen Ginter design. So they printed up 10 2006 versions, 10 2007, 8, 9, 10. This is a 2013 version. Now it's not a 2013 card because she wasn't in that set, but they took that design, they printed 10 of these, had her sign 10 of each year's design in 2015. And so there's 100 of these, and as you can see, that's 6 of 10. So there's only 10 of the 2013s made. I was able to pick this up, and I thought that's the best I'll ever do of getting one of her mini framed autographs. And I love it. It's a great card, and my first Danica Patrick autograph. But then, a couple months later, I see somebody selling one graded online for $1,700, and I'm like, yeah, I can't afford that. And then like a few weeks later, I seen another guy auctioning one off that's not graded and maybe had a little chip or something on the frame, which I can't even see. And I put a bid in for it, and boom, I got my white whale. And it just came in today from eBay Authenticators. And ready? Boom, there she is. I already did the reveal in the last video, but I just figured I'd show you what it came in. So we'll go ahead and put this back. Eventually I'm going to take it out of this soft sleeve that they have it in, because I don't like soft sleeves. And I want to put it in a one touch. I'm not a grading kind of person, so I won't be getting it graded. And there's my white whale, the card I've been chasing for like 18 years. The Danica Patrick mini framed autograph from 2006. She only has 101 autographs in that set. The 101 plus these 100, and I have one of them. And that's just a spectacular card. I fell in love with this card the minute I knew about it, and have been wanting it ever since. And all I ever had were those two, the full size and the mini, until this year. I've never been able to pick up the A&G back or the black border, because this is the card I wanted. This is the one I chased. It's gotten to the point where you'll never find it. You'll never pull it from a pack. Most, like 99% chance that you won't, because there's like a 95% chance you can't find any old Allen Ginter from 2006 unbroken anyways. Maybe somebody's got some hoarded somewhere. The 101 you're never going to get, so that's like winning the lottery. But this guy had this up for bid. I put a bid at the last second, and I won it for the starting bid, because these cards, even 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, were going for $500-$600 for the Danica Patrick one. It was a new set of cards that people like, Allen Ginter, and it's an athlete at least, but it is like a non-baseball, which a lot of times in Allen Ginter go for the most, because baseball players, you'll get their autographs and stuff in multiple different products, and these people, this might be the only one you'll ever get of that person, some of these musicians and stuff. But of course, Danica Patrick was super popular back in the day, GoDaddy commercials and all that, and so people like this card, and it's considered her rookie. And there it is. I have one of the 100. I was able to get it. Now I don't know what to do with myself. I want to get that sell sheet signed, so I guess that's my next chase for her. And it's a beautiful card. I love it, and that makes my day. All right, and then I was planning on doing another one of these blasters versus the hobby. So I wanted to do, this comes with 8 packs with 6 cards each. And you get 1 mini per pack, so one of the 6 cards is a mini. Versus 6 packs, random 6 packs from the hobby, which are 8 cards each, so that's the same number of cards. 6 packs at 8 cards versus 8 packs at 6 cards. You do the math, that's the same. And last night, I did that with another blaster, and the blaster actually beat out the 6 packs in the hobby. Not by just a little bit, but by like 3 cards. Now, granted, the hobby's always going to win because you're guaranteed 3 hits, but for those random packs versus each other, the blaster actually won. I pulled the Chris Morrell rookie relic card, a couple gold cards, black card, some A&G backs, and one of those what's for desserts, and a rookie design variant. And I only got like 1 black border and 1 Allen Ginter back out of the hobby. But I did pull a relic of Cavan Biggio, and it was nice too, but the rookie card's going to win out every time over that. But we might have to do that on the 3rd video of the day because I'm already half an hour in. So my recaps are even long. But now we're going to do my other 3 eBay pickups that came in the mail today, because the Danica Patrick did come in too. But that was a special video, and I know it's long, but I've been waiting 20 years for that basically, and so I'm going to talk about it a lot. So, you know, that video is going to have to be long, and my videos are already pretty long. All right, this one comes from McKinley, Texas. Curtis, thank you. All right, if you don't know, I collect Andre Dawson as my personal collection. Allen Ginter's oddball cards like food issues and stuff like that. And I'm also trying to get a different kind of Allen Ginter card, all the different stuff they do. Like 1 card of each. So I showed you some of like the convention cards. I wanted to have at least 1 of those, but I got a bunch. And if I can get a card like a let's say a mini wood, if I can do that, then I want to have at least 1 wood in my Allen Ginter collection. But if it could be an Andre Dawson, even better, because that's my PC. But the 2023 cards are just spectacular. And so I got a coupon from this guy. 2023 cards are absolutely spectacular. And one of the highlights, I mean, the minis are super beautiful this year. But one of the highlights is these new filigree cards that they're doing in there. So I went and ordered me an Andre Dawson because I didn't know if I'd ever pull one myself. And that's the base card, Andre Dawson, number 184. So that's in that new filigree, which is 1 per hobby box. And I did pull 1 of them out of a blaster. So like 1 out of every 6 blasters, you might get 1 of these. So it's not just hobby only, but they're beautiful. That silver frame. And it's basically a little bit different design, but it's basically those gold cards that I showed you, which are the hobby hot box parallel. So one per case, you get a hot box, which is the foil, you know, the shiny version of the Allen Ginter. And then I think like 1 out of every 6 hot boxes might have been one of that year would have been the parallel version, which was like a gold border like this. And so now they decided to do an extra special card that you get in each hobby box and random blasters. And there's my man Andre Dawson. That's going in the folder. It's beautiful. And it's great for me. It's just another Andre Dawson to be able to pick up. And he's back in the Cubs uniform this year, and that's great. I'll be happy if they do put him in a Boston uniform at some point, and then Marlins. So I'd love to have him in the other teams that he's been on, at least at some point in time. But yeah, these cards are beautiful. The color on the inside, and then this one, just that blue and that kind of that mint green ribbon that going around there. That's a really beautiful card. And then throw on top of it that silver border. I mean, I love that card. That's beautiful. Show the wife. She's going to say hi to y'all. Oh. Show my wife. I got the Filigree Andre.
Nice.
But she's going to say hi to y'all.
Hi, y'all.
There you go. See, you guys already won. It was worth the wait, wasn't it? This one's from Centerville, Minnesota, so I might have ordered from them before. But she got to see my Andre. She knows that I'm a big Andre Dawson fan. Hall of Famer, 2010. And, yep. Ask other people about who played with Andre Dawson about what kind of player he was and if he was one of the best or not. And they will tell you, yep, they all campaigned for him because he deserved being in the Hall of Fame. Just had some injury issues, but he was like the next Willie Mays if it weren't for his knees. Playing in Montreal, the cavernous concrete, artificial grass that's like this thick, like AstroTurf, and then below it concrete. And yeah, if you played the American League like Dave Winfield and Eddie Murray, might have had 600 home runs. But what coulda, shoulda, woulda. All right, next. So from that one, we got. Oh wow, he sent me this might have been that guy that sent me the I don't know if that video is still there. I lost like 7 videos trying to transfer over to an external hard drive. So I don't know if the video shows the time that I got a card from this guy, and he sent me a Jerkson Profar card kind of as a stiffener to protect the card that I ordered. So maybe it was this guy because he sent me another card. I was like, what is this? I didn't order a soccer card to protect the other card. And so this seems to be that situation again. And what we got here is I just recently picked up the 2022. A couple videos ago, I picked up a 2022 Allen Ginter X Ichiro Mini because I had no 2022 Allen Ginter X because my local card shop didn't get any and I don't order them from Topps. So I was like, oh, I got to get me an Allen Ginter 2022. So one of the sites I came across, I was like, oh, their little drop-down menu, the best card that I seen was Ichiro, so I ordered him because who doesn't love Ichiro? And then I found the Allen Ginter X full-size Andre Dawson, and I ordered that 2022. So, that means since I'm a mini fan and a Dawson fan, I had to get the mini. And so I just got the full size the other day. Sorry, dealing with tape. And there's the mini today. So that's part of my personal collection and Allen Ginter collection. So 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say. Yeah, I usually get the crappiest of top loaders. That one's not too bad. Not all scratched up or yellowed. And use the right tape. All right, but let's first do the reveal that everyone wants to see. Who did I get as a stiffener? Crescencio Somerville of the Leeds United. All right, so you soccer fans, there's you a refractor. Sorry, brain fart. Number 11, Prism. So that's Panini. 2022, 2022-23 Panini Select Premier League Soccer. Panini's really, really flailing in America right now. But they are one of the biggest, or the biggest card company in the world, so I'm sure they'll land on their feet in Europe. But Fanatics and Topps have just really wiped them out. Perhaps in collusion with the other professional teams and WWE. I don't know, just an opinion. So don't stop buying Panini on my sake. I've kind of stopped because, they become dull looking for starters. They just keep doing the same thing over and over. Get a little tired of their chrome, especially with, I'm not huge having to have like logos. So I didn't mind buying Panini because a lot of times you get more hits than Topps. But they've kind of fallen off there a little bit, or they had. And so then it was like, well, it's not worth it if I'm not even going to get autograph. But, some of the designs have gotten stale or cheap looking, not much to it. And now they've become like Upper Deck where you just kind of get these, I'm not saying they're bad autographs or anything, but just prospects that are so far out, 9 out of 10 are probably not going to become anybody. It's like getting a dude in middle school or something like that. And that's kind of Fanatics and Topps' fault. But so they're kind of driving them out of business. Or you're getting some old time players, and it's not just like Hall of Famers. They're starting to have to get to the, no offense, but the Sean Dunstons and Leon Durhams and Steve Sachs of the world to fill in their sets. As before, you might get like some of the Hall of Famers like Eddie Murray and Dave Winfield and stuff like that. And now it's watered down with prospects and mid-level, not bad players, but just mid-level, maybe they made 1 or 2 all-star game kind of players. So anyways, there's that soccer card and the Andre Dawson Allen Ginter X 2022 number 116. So I've actually got a good run at the rainbow on the 2022. I'm going for the 2020 because it's, there's not as many mini chromes. They don't have all the colors like the more modern chrome. Modern in the last year or two. Like 2022, you got magenta, blue, gold, red, green, orange. Back in 2020, they had the mini chrome and the mini red and the mini superfractor 101. So I don't think you need technically to get the 101s because it's going to be almost impossible to get. But needless to say, it's a little easier to complete the chrome part of the rainbow. Allen Ginter X, it's basically the full size, the mini, and if they have an autograph, the mini framed autograph. They have a couple different versions of those, and then like the red is numbered to 5, so you could probably get one of those. And then the base Allen Ginter set, you've got the full size, the hot box, the gold border if they had it that year. They might have the 101, obviously. Maybe a full size autograph if the guy had it that year, which he didn't. And the mini, the ANG back, the no number back, black, the gold border, Brooklyn back, and metal, cloth, 101 if you could find that. The glossies, but like I said, the 101s, it's like the wood you probably wouldn't have to do. And then the other version, if you had like the, maybe the stained glass, but like the exclusive mini wouldn't be the base one, so you wouldn't need that, but it'd be nice to have. So anyways, there's Andre Dawson. So now I've got two of the three, basically, Allen Ginter X versions that I would need. Autograph, maybe. Depending what the image is on the autograph. All right. So there we go. And I didn't pre-open these, so you're going to have to bear with me, because I don't want to cut myself. I'm going to use my handy dandy non-killing me cutting tool. Just do a little bit, make sure I don't rip any cards in half or anything. All right, this one is from Edmond, Oklahoma. Caught Looking Collectibles. Caught you looking. I was at the local hobby shop today, the local card store. So I needed to get some new top loaders for my box loaders, which is always weird to say. And like another binder and some binder pages. And then I did, I've talked about before when Allen Ginter came out that the other store, Mojo Breaks, was like $20, $25 cheaper. And I told the guy, I was like, dude, I want to buy from you guys, but not if it's going to cost me this much more. Because after, 3 or 4 boxes, it's almost like getting one for free. What kind of deal can you get me? And he got me within like $5. So I did get one from them. And I really wanted to try another box out of a different case. Because the first case, 3 boxes that I got, had some centering issues and some collation issues. Like getting a lot of repeats. So I thought I'd get a hobby box that came out of a different case from a totally different store that's not related. All right, then I got the receipt here. And boom! So there it is. That's a 2023. So it's the base, black border. So I don't know if I'm, I could pull this myself because I'm going to open a lot of 2023. I've already opened 2.5 hobby boxes and like 6 blasters. Well, almost 2.5 hobby boxes. So I still have 2 rows to do and another hobby box. And I picked up 3 more blasters today from the bookstore. And of course, I get a discount there. So it's a lot cheaper than even going to Target. Because not only do you get a discount every time you purchase from them, you get points. And after so many points, you get $5 off. So I also got $10 off today. So I picked up 3 more to same difference because the first 6 came from Target. So I'm sure that the vendor came out of the same box. So I wanted to get some from a different store and see what I got out of that. But anyways, there's the black border, 1 in 10 packs. His base 184. And so I didn't know if I was ever going to get it, so might as well pull the trigger and just get it anyways, because if I get more, then I'm happy. And this funny thing to me, though, is their black borders this year look a lot like the Allen Ginter X, so I don't know what they're going to do on Allen Ginter X, because these are so much like Allen Ginter X. I mean, is this all going to be blacked in? Or are they going to do something different this year? Are they, because the design this year is just epic. They went all out, totally different than what they would normally do without being too far removed from what they normally are. So maybe they're going to do something crazy. Maybe X is going to be more like this. Maybe it's going to be all silver or gray with the black, who knows what Topps is going to do. But I look forward to it. And so there, I got two of the short print versions of his base card. The full-size foil filigree. I think that's how you say it. And the mini black border. And needless to say, I have some other stuff coming similar. So look at that. 3 Andre Dawsons in one day. Two minis, which is two Andre Dawson minis. So minis are my thing. A free soccer card. Football. So I don't know. Maybe he's good, but probably not if he used him as a stiffener. But I got my third mini today, and that was my my all-time chase. This is my 52 Mantle. Like some of you guys would take a 52 Mantle Authentic just to say you have one in your collection. Ones, twos, you guys might pay thousands of dollars. And that's great. I'm not into the 50s and 60s stuff so much. I will pick some up, but it's just, my era is more the late 70s, 80s, and maybe up to now, but we all know the 90s, not much. I don't really think I got too interested again until I did pick stuff up throughout those times, but not a lot. My interest got peaked in mid-2000s, and Allen Ginter's was the reason why, plus autographs. My favorite player and my favorite card. So there you have it. So 45 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, and we can do the break on the next video because, hey, all you have to do is click play. You don't have to ding no bell. You don't have to hit subscribe. You don't have to comment. You don't have to do anything but hit play on the next one if you like this kind of stuff. And if you don't, you probably didn't even get this far. But my wife's here, and you might hear her say hi or something like that. And
Hi, or something like that.
yeah, or maybe I might even do a little twist over here and show you her feet.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, you heard the lady. All right. Well, thank you. There's my last day of September eBay pulls. I won. Yep, I'm happy. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Rob and the lovely lady, my sunshine, in the middle of the night. Out. Bye, everybody.
Bye.